Okay, so breaking news. This just came down the news wire. Before we begin, I would like to apologize for the noise in the background, but LeBron James has inked a 2-year deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. It's reported to be $97 million for 2 years. This deal wasn't a huge surprise to me. I mean, I knew from day one he was going to re-sign with the Los Angeles Lakers. The reports, a lot of people were suggesting that there was a possibility of him going back to Cleveland, and since Cleveland's it's got a better team and possibilities to play alongside his son. I feel like as far as playing alongside his son, those expectations are possible. But I always knew that he was going to sign this extension sooner rather than later. I mean, why wait until the next offseason and the same amount of money is still going to be on that table? I also felt like LeBron James didn't want to uproot his family to go sign a deal someplace else with the expectation of that someplace else being a contender, and also the possibility of him playing alongside his son. 2-year deal, $97 million. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, how come LeBron James didn't take less so Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss will have a little flexibility to sign additional free agents with the money that they would save, instead of giving LeBron James the full entire max contract? Similar to what James Harden did for the Philadelphia 76ers. To that I say this, even if he would have done that, the Los Angeles Lakers would still have a sticking point, which is you still have Russell Westbrook's contract. It's they're unable to unload that contract. No team wants Russell Westbrook on their team. They're not trading for Russell Westbrook, even though there's several reports and a lot of people, content providers on YouTube, thought otherwise, that it was a foregone conclusion that the Los Angeles Lakers were going to trade Russell Westbrook. I was always on the other side of the fence telling you guys that's a contract no one wants. And the reason why people are, well, now there's 2 reasons why people wouldn't want to trade and have Russell Westbrook on their team, because of that ironclad contract that I think he's owed $40 plus million, and the fact that Russell Westbrook talent is in question. All right, so LeBron James signing this 2-year extension, even if he would have took less that and gave them some type of flexibility, it would not guarantee them into getting an additional. It definitely would have guaranteed them in getting a additional superstar or above average talented player that's going to take less. Now, on the other side of the fence, a lot of people are thinking that there's somehow, some way, by him signing this 2-year extension, that means Kyrie Irving is a possibility that Kyrie Irving can join the Los Angeles Lakers. The Brooklyn Nets are in no rush or really no need to trade Kyrie Irving to the Los Angeles Lakers. And to be totally honest with you, I don't think Kyrie Irving is going to start some waves or start some confusion or be very toxic with the Brooklyn Nets organization, because he's going to be heavily motivated and having a very productive season, and not only to show the Brooklyn Nets, which the Brooklyn Nets are not going to reward him with a max contract, but in the off season, teams that has the capabilities of signing Kyrie Irving to a max contract. So he's playing for his career this year. He's going to be heavily motivated. Now, as far as him going to the Los Angeles Lakers, he had the capabilities of going to the Los Angeles Lakers by opting out of the contract and signing to the Lakers for a 1-year measly $6 million. $6 million is a lot of money for you and I, but $6 million to Kyrie Irving, that's a huge pay cut. And a lot of analysts, including the Brooklyn Nets organization, was surprised that he opted into his contract. I mean, what other team that was willing to give him that type of money, and the most money he could recoup was $6 million. Now, solidifying LeBron James for 2 more additional years, the possibility of Kyrie Irving maybe going to the Los Angeles Lakers, I do not see that unless they get Kyrie Irving in the offseason, or if the Brooklyn Nets buy, if they want to buy out Kyrie Irving, and then Kyrie Irving makes make it through waivers, and then he signs with the Los Angeles Lakers. I see it that way, but I do not see him going to the Los Angeles Lakers in no trade. The Brooklyn Nets has no desire really to take Russell Westbrook. They have their own problems. I fully expect that Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant are going to be members of the Brooklyn Nets basketball team. Maybe Kevin Durant will cause some waves and cause a little friction by not going to training camp, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be there at opening night, okay? For his, and Kyrie Irving is unwilling to cause any waves of additional waves that he already caused with the Brooklyn Nets. Sorry about the noise in the background, but yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.